Okay. So before we go into this book, let me just show you something. Hopefully you can see my screen and what I'm typing. Okay. So if I say Raja, if I just say Raja, right? What do you understand this to mean?
To return.
To return. Yeah, that's right. It's a verb, correct? It also means he returned, right?
Yes. Sure.
Right?
Yes.
So where's the he? Where is he?
It's in the verb form.
It's in the verb form. Correct. It's hidden, isn't it?
Mm,
Yes.
Right? It's
Mhm.
yes.
hidden. It's called in Arabic, it's called mustatir. It is hidden. It is has a satar. It means it's behind a curtain, meaning it's hidden. But if I say rajat, what does that mean?
She returned.
She returned. So where is the she here?
Again, it's
In the
the
verb pattern, right?
yes.
But the Arab grammarians are a little bit particular. They will say the she is this da. Okay? That's how you recognize it. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I say, so these become, but they're still placeholders. How do they become placeholders? So if I say, uh, Hamid Raja, it's not hidden anymore. I just exposed it, right? I said who returned? Hamid returned,
Mhm.
right? So it's almost as if this verb, or if I say, for example, Zainab Rajat, so I can that actor that was hidden, now I'm exposing it. I can put anything here, right? So this is these are called files. Files, file, actor, file. I don't know what's going on with my cursor today. They're called file. File are actors that act on actions or verbs, right? Actors that act on actions or verbs. So who is doing the action? Hamid here is doing the action. He's returning. Zainab is the actor. She's the file. And then she is returning. Great. Makes sense so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, great. Uh, Same thing for all of the verb forms that we've already read. Okay, alhamdulillah. Uh, I'm just going to delete that. My cursor is going crazy. I
Why?
don't know what I'm doing. Uh, I'll just exit it. Okay. Now, we today are going to learn about, so actions need an actor, right? They need a
Mhm.
file. They need a file. Okay. Do actions always need an object?
Mm.
Object
Y-
is the
Yes.
action is done on something. You, okay. So for example, no, this is not always true. Do actions always need an
Mm,
object? No, not always, right? For example, I am talking. You can just say that I'm talking, but you can also say I am talking
To the
to Yasser, right?
Mhm.
You,
Okay.
right? Or
Yes.
I am opening. So if I say I am talking, typically you would not have to ask me, um, what are you talking about? You will understand this by itself. I am talking, right? You will just say that and you can say period. This is a full sentence. But I am opening, is this a complete sentence?
Mm.
What will you ask? What are you opening? Right?
Yeah.
So if, unless I say I am opening a door or something like that, it's not going to be a complete sentence. So some verbs require an
Oh,
object. Make sense? Some
Yes.
verbs require an object, or some sentences require a
object.
object. For example, I hit what? So what's the question? What? What did you hit? Right? I hit the ball. Right?
Yes.
Correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
So if I say darabtu, I hit. What did you hit? Darabtu al-kura. I hit the ball. Okay? Like that.
Mm.
Um, darabtu al-walad. I hit a boy. Like that. Okay. So this is called the object. I hope I'm recording, inshallah. I think I am.
Yes, recording.
Yeah. So this is called in Arabic. So we have fi'l. Hold on. We have fi'l, which is the verb. Fi'l always has a file, right? Whether it's hidden or not hidden, right? But the object is called maf'ul bihi. Okay, it's called maf'ul bihi. That's the grammatical term for the object. So there is one grammar rule that we will learn. This is not grammar, right? This is just normal sentences as you guys understand everything. There is a change you make to designate something as a maf'ul bihi, the object. The object that the action is being done upon. Like the door is the object on which the opening action is done, right? So you make it mansub. You make it mansub. So you say darabtul walada. I hit
Mm.
the boy. So you make this mansub. Okay? With me?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I think so. Alright.
Okay. Or darabtu waladan. I hit a boy. I hit a boy. Okay? Like that. So it's always, it becomes mansub. The objects are mansub. So let's look at uh, a story in the Quran, the story of David and Goliath, that we've done this before. Okay? Uh, oh no, happened again. I have to open it again.
So if you want to say ضربت طالب طالب
No, it'll be Taliban. Darabtu Taliban. I hit a
oh,
student.
okay, Taliban.
Yeah. hmm Okay. So you know the story of David and Goliath?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we've covered that before. So I wanna show you something here. Um, who who killed whom in the story of David and Goliath? David killed
David
Goliath,
killed
right?
Jalut. Yeah.
Yes. So look at this sentence. Sister Mavish.
Yes.
Tawfiq, wa.
Yeah.
One more student is here, I can say.
Oh, really?
Ha
Who?
Hashim.
Oh, Hashim.
It's me.
Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome, Simone.
Yep. Keep listening, then I'll catch you up, inshallah.
Oh, Jalut.
Um, so go ahead, Sister Mavish, read this and tell me what you see.
From where?
From here, from my cursor. You see?
Wa- وقتل داود جالوت
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Mm.
Yeah. What do you see over here? Where is the verb? Where is the fa'il?
قتل.
قتل
Qatala. That's right. Where is the fa'il?
Jalut.
داود.
Dawood.
Oh,
And the fa'il is always marfu. You see it has a dhamma.
Yes.
So fa'il is always marfu. And what's this?
جالوت is مفعول
مفعول به.
به.
Maf'ul bihi. Maf'ul bihi. That's right. And how do you know it is a maf'ul bihi?
It
Because
is
it has
Ta. لمنسوب.
the
منصوب.
fatha. Yes. That's right. So this translate it, Sister Maris?
Daud killed Jalut.
That's right. Makes sense now?
Yes.
Yes.
So if
Yeah, yeah.
Jalut was not mansub, then will it be like Jalut too?
Yes, and it would not make any sense. The sentence wouldn't make any sense.
Mm. Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Now, this, okay, we will learn this later as well. Okay? We can, let me come back to this. Let me teach you another concept. So I know, وَقَتَلَ دَاوُودُ جَالُوتَ. Right? This is what we learned.
Yes.
Let me make it bigger. Okay. Um, can I, if I say David and David killed Goliath, right? Can I also in English say and David killed him? Can I say that?
Yes.
Yeah, we can. How do we write this? So what did I just do? I used a pronoun for the object, right? The object
Yes.
was Goliath, right? The object
So the
was Goliath, and I made the object a pronoun, right? So
verb
in
will change,
Arabic,
right?
huh?
Will the verb change
No, why would the
or
verb change? Verb is still killed.
for the him? Mm. No, I mean for
So
the him.
yeah, so what I would say is وَقَتَلَهُ دَاوُودُ.
Oh, okay.
This becomes مفعول به. And Dawood killed him. Can you keep this pattern in your mind for the rest of your life? This will help you. Okay? Please, I say this again. All I did was I made the object. Why can't I do this? Oh. All I did was I made the object a pronoun. But that pronoun becomes the suffix of the fi'l. It becomes the suffix of the verb. Okay? وَقَتَلَهُ دَاوُودُ. Clear? Or like kind of clear?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
alhamdulillah. Now look at the next
Yeah.
part of that ayah. Look at the next part of that ayah. وَآتَاهُ اللَّهُ. Look at that. We just learnt this. There's a verb, ata. Ata means he gave. So وَآتَاهُ, he gave him, right?
Yes. Who is he? Yeah.
Who is the maf'ul bihi? وَآتَاهُ Allahu. Allahu is marfu', right? So that means Allah is the fa'il. So who's the he who gave him? Allah. So atahu Allahu, Allah gave him. Make sense?
Yeah.
I know it's a little backwards than English, so it sometimes it takes a little while to understand it. And Allah gave him, or literally, and gave him Allah, meaning Allah gave him. What did Allah give him?
Al-Mulka.
Al-Mulka.
Kingdom.
Another object. Another maf'ul bihi. Al-Mulka. Did you see the fatha? It's the object. So the fi'l is giving, right? He gave.
Yeah.
Allah gave him what? Al-Mulka, right? The dominion or the land or the area. Allah gave him kingship, right? Allah gave him kingship. He became a king. Wal hikmata. What does that mean?
Wisdom.
And wisdom. Allah gave him the wisdom. وَعَلَّمَهُ. وَعَلَّمَ. Allama means
Knowledge.
taught, to teach. Huh? Allama, he taught. وَعَلَّمَهُ. What does that translate to? And
And he taught
he
him wisdom.
taught him. And he taught him. And he taught him. Mimma yasha. Mimma is like this. Min ma. It becomes a combination. Together it becomes mimma. Min ma yasha. From what? From what he wills. From what Allah wills. From what Allah wants. So again. And David killed Goliath, and Allah gave him kingdom and wisdom and taught him. Who taught him? Allah, right? And taught him from what he wanted, from what Allah wants. Okay, this is ayah number 251 in Surah Al-Baqarah. Okay, I want you to know this because this will always help you about the fa'il and the maf'ul. Okay? Kind of clear? Any questions?
I get it.
You get it, Hashim?
Yes.
Okay, so we have learned two important concepts. Some verbs demand an object. Some verbs demand an object. Opening. I am opening. What are you opening? Oh, I'm opening a door. Right? This is an object. This verb demands an object. So whenever there is an object, it becomes mansub. Okay? we also learned, and we already knew this, that the fa'il, the actor of the verb, sometimes is hidden and sometimes it's apparent, right? And we learned that the object can become a pronoun. Goliath can become him. Okay, these are not new concepts. We use this in our language. No matter what language we speak, we use these things all the time. I'm just helping you recognize in Arabic the structure of these things. That's it. Okay, so don't be too confused, because there's really not to be, these concepts aren't to be confused with. Unfortunately, sometimes they're not taught properly. So I thought I'd give you examples in English and we can show you. Okay?
Yes.
And I want you to always remember this ayah, Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 251, and that will help you keep the pattern in your head, inshallah. Okay, so let's move on. Now, here he's saying the same thing in the points to remember of lesson 5. Okay, the file of the verbal sentence, we've already learned that in Arabic there are two types of sentences, nominal and verbal. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The subject of the verbal sentence is called the file, the actor, also known as the subject. Subject and actor is the same thing. Okay. ذهب, he went. Who went? ذهب بلال. So Bilal is always marfu. The file is always marfu, like I told you, right? ذهب بلال. Okay. Bilal went, because Bilal filled in the placeholder of the missing actor of Zahaba. Zahaba by itself, he went. So if I put the file, if I expose the file, then I say Bilal went. Right. Okay. So same thing is ذهبوا. الطلاب ذهبوا. الطلاب ذهبوا. The students went. زينب ذهبت. Oh no, ذهبت. And I can say, since this is ذهبت, you, so of course I'm talking to somebody, so I will say أنت ذهبت. نحن ذهبنا. Okay, that's fine. These don't require a file. You already know who the file is. File is the person you're speaking to, right? You're not going to say Hamid ذهبت when you're speaking to Hamid, right? You're not going to say that. Mavish, I'm not going to tell you, Mavish, I'm speaking to you, right? I'm going to say Mavish went to the market. I'm not going to say that, right? It makes no sense, right? Tawfiq, when I'm talking to you, I'm not going to say Tawfiq is in class. I'm going to say you are in class or you are learning, right? So I'll just say
Yes.
you. So I'm not, the subject doesn't make sense. The subject is already part of the verb. Similarly, if we're talking, if all of us are talking about ourselves, we're not going to say a name of a person, right? We're going to say we. We're not going to say Yasir. It makes no sense, right? We're going to say we are in class. Yasir is in class. Hashim is in class. Tawfiq is in class. Mavish is in class. I'm not going to say one person's name. When I'm talking about we, we're going to say we are in class. So you don't need the actor. It's already part of the verb. But when it comes to the third person, the ghaib, okay, that's when you will use the actor. Make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
So the actor doesn't make any sense in the second person nor the first person. Actor only makes sense in the third person. We know this already naturally in our head when we're speaking, obviously, but you've probably never thought about that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so keep in mind, the fa'il only matters in the third person. Great. Okay. Okay, the maf'ul bihi, the object. Okay. فتح الولد الباب. So this fataha is a verb that demands an object, right? So I had to have an object. Fataha al-waladu. The boy opened the door. And the door is the object, so it becomes mansub. Good. And al-waladu is the fa'il, is the actor or the subject, and it remains marfu. Good.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I say ra'aytu, I saw Hamid. Ra'aytu. Ra'a, ra'at, ra'aytu. Okay, I know this, I haven't really talked about the patterns here, but just remember, ra'aytu, I saw, ra'ayta, you saw, ra'ayti, you saw. Uh, I will just leave it that. I'll leave it at that, okay? Ra'aytu, I saw Hamid. Since I is already part of the verb, you can say ana ra'aytu, but since remember fa'il in the first person, this is first person, right? Ra'aytu, I saw. Since it's the first person, I'm not going to need a subject. I'm not going to need a fa'il. I already know it's about me. I'm talking about me, an action that's done by me. Ra'aytu, I saw. So the only thing that somebody would ask if you say I saw, somebody will say, what did you see? It demands a object. So I will say I saw something. Ra'aytu, I saw a kitten. Okay? Ra'aytu qittatan. Ra'aytu hamidan. Ra'aytu taliban. I saw a student, I saw a cat, I saw Hamid. And I have to make the object marfu. Good?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Sa'alat. So this is third person. Sa'alat. Forget the kasra, okay? Don't worry about the kasra. It's going to throw you off. Sa'alat. She asked. Sa'ala, sa'alat. Sa'ala, he asked. Sa'alat, she asked. Sa'alat, who asked? Al-mudira, the principal, the female principal. Sa'alat al-mudira, the principal asked. Who did she ask? Zainab. She asked Zainab. Here, make sense? It's the same thing as this.
Yes.
فتح الولد الباب. This is marfu because this is the fa'il. And this is mansub, so this is maf'ul bihi. Okay? This is the object. Don't let the Arabic terms throw you off. Okay? It's the same concept we learn in all languages. Okay, before we move on, I want to show you something. It's a new concept. It's not that significant necessarily. So, what do we know about the three letters of the verb? These are important, right? Fa'ala, right? All verbs, most verbs have three letters, three-letter roots. And typically they are fatha, 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 right? Correct? This is
Yes.
what we have learned. Zahaba, we have learned. Qatala, we have learned. Daraba, We have learned. Raja'a. What else have we learned? Kharaja. Right? We've always learned fi'als that are fatha, fatha, fatha. Today, we will learn some other fi'als that are not always fatha, fatha, fatha. They are fa'ila. The middle letter, the middle radical, sometimes for certain uh, fi'als is a kasra. For example, shariba. It's always going to be like that. He drank. Shariba. It'll always be like that. Shariba, sharibat, sharibu, sharibna. Okay? Like sharibtu, sharibta, sharibti, like that. Okay?
Mm.
Shariba. And there's another one, fahima, to understand. He understood. Fahima. Fahimtu. I understand. Okay? Is there a rule?
Fahimtu.
Is there a rule that makes the middle radical kasra? Absolutely not. There's no rule. This is just how Arabic is. You just have to know your verbs. If it's a verb, you need to know if it's a fa'ala or is it a fa'ila. And there are some verbs that are fa'ula. Fa'ula. For example, uh, let me think. Oh, I can't think. Let me look to see if it has any examples. For example, you see kasara, he broke. Sami'a, he heard. Fahima, he understood. Shariba, he drank. Hafiza, he memorized. And then this is daraba, dakhala, akala, ghasala. Akala, he ate. Ghasala, he washed. Qatala, he killed. I don't think they have an example. What is an example? I can't think of it. It'll come to me, inshallah, later. I can't think of it right now. But there are verbs like that, okay?
Yes.
Okay, just remember that. Don't let that throw you off. Okay, let's continue with the lesson. So, here. Shariba. Shariba rajulu al-ma'a. Clear? The man drank the water. Right? سأل الولد أمه. Ooh. What's going on here? It's not that complicated. The boy asked the mother, or in this, if I can just say, سأل الولد الأم, right? The boy asked the mother.
Mhm.
But if I want to say his mother, I will say سأل الولد أمه. This is a fatha, not ummuhu, ummahu. Why ummahu? Because the mother is the object, is a maf'ul bihi. Right? You guys with me or not? It's a little bit too much or not too much?
I think I understand. I have some.
You understand. Good. So for example, سأل الولد الأم, the mother. Okay? But if
Yes.
I want to say his mother, I will say ummahu,
Oh,
but
oh,
then I will have to drop the al. I have to drop the al because I can't have a pronoun suffix with al. There is never a pronoun suffix with an al. Whenever there is a pronoun suffix, the al drops. سأل الولد أمه. Okay?
Yes.
If I want to say he asked his mother, what would I do?
Sa'alu ummuhu.
No, that's a confusing example. I taught you how to, sorry, ignore, scratch that. Okay, scratch that. I don't want to confuse you. What I wanted to do with this, when the object is replaced with a pronoun, I can say سألها الولد. The boy asked her, right? Make sense?
Yes.
سألها الولد. The boy asked her. Okay. Pause. Everybody doing okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Okay, now I want to take you into the ayah of wudu. Okay, and I want to help you understand something really interesting. Okay, inshallah. So let's learn how to do wudu. Hold on. Is this it? Is the right ayah? Did I click on the right ayah? No. Okay, you guys ready?
Mhm.
Okay, أعوذ بالله من
Yes.
الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا. What does this mean?
Oh, you who believe.
Who have believed. آمنوا. الذين آمنوا. Those who have believed. إذا, when. إذا, when. قمتم. قام, he stood. It's like قال, right? Remember قال, قل, right? He said or say, or قال قلت, قال قلت, he said, I said. قام قمت, he stood, I stood. قمتم, you all stood. Okay? With me? You want me to write this down? Do you want me to write it down?
Yes.
Okay. So just like قال, he said, if I want to say I said, I will say قلت. Remember we did this before?
Yes.
Yeah.
So قام قمت, I stood. Like that. قمتم
Okay.
is just the you all stood. Okay? I can show you the grammar cheat sheet, but you guys can look at it on your own. So, okay, going back to the ayah. When you all have stood up, right? You've all standed up. If I'll use bad English to help understand. When you all stood up, ila salati, what does that mean?
For the salah.
Exactly. When you have all stood up for the salah, fa aghsilu, then you all wash. Ghasala, yaghsilu, and this is a imperative form. I know we haven't learned this yet. Don't worry about it. But you all should wash. Then fa, you all should wash. Wujuhakum, not wujuhukum, because what is wajh? Wajh is face. The plural of wajh is wujuh. Wujuh. Okay. Wajhun, face. wujuhun, wujuhun, faces. Okay? Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Now, if wujuh becomes an object, it becomes wujuhan or wujuha, right? Right? So in this case, I am doing, Allah is asking us to do an action. Then wash. Wash what? Wash the faces. So the faces is the object, so that's why it ends with a fatha. It becomes mansub. You with me, you guys?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. So wujuhakum, then wash your faces. Wa aydiyakum. Aydiyu, no. It's also mansub. So you also know this is an object. This is the object of which action? Washing.
Washing.
Yeah. Then wash your faces and your arms إلى المرافق. Marafiq, mirfaq means elbows. Okay? And then wash your
Okay.
arms. What does it mean? Marafiq is
Up,
elbows. So
up to the elbow.
up to the elbows. Great. Sister Mavish, you quiet. Is it making sense?
I'm
Or
listening.
did I lose you?
I'm listening. I just mute since Ibrahim is with me, so I don't
No,
know.
it's fine. But I just want to know if you're understanding.
Yes, I'm understanding.
Hashim,
Yeah, I get it.
you get it? Okay. Wa amsahu. You all do masah. Masah means to
Right.
rub, you can say, rub. Okay? Wamsahu, then you all should do masah bi. Masah. So this is you always do, so there's a big long discussion of why this is bi. Okay? But ra'as means head. Okay? Head. Ru'us means heads, plural. Okay?
Okay.
Wamsahu bi ru'usikum. Then do the masah partially, you can say according to one interpretation. This is just one interpretation. Then do the masah partially of your heads. This is a kasra. Why is this a kasra? Because of harf jar, bi. With me?
Yes.
Even though this is a object, but because it begins with harf jar, so it becomes jar, majroor. Okay?
Okay.
Then you all do the masah partially of your heads. Wa and arjulakum. Arjul is the plural of rijl. Rijl is feet, foot. Okay, rijl is 1 foot. Arjul means feet, plural. Okay, rijl, not rajul. Okay, rijl, 1 foot. Arjul, feet. Okay, Oh, there's no kasra here. Sorry, it's like that. Rijl, rijl, arjul. Okay, wa arjulakum. And what translate for me?
And your feet.
And your feet. Okay,
Yeah.
this is a fatha. This is mansub, right?
Yes.
Okay, now tell me, is Allah saying do the masah of your feet? Because it's right after it here. What's going on? And
No,
do the
the
masah
ba,
partially of your feet, of your heads,
well,
and
it's
your
not
feet.
mansub.
Who can solve this mystery for me right now?
I would say no because um the lam is not is it is it's not following the ba
Yes,
because the scene
yes, Tawfiq. My God, you're amazing. That's exactly right. Because this is an and, if this went with the masah, then it would be kasra, right? Wamsahu bi ru'usikum wa arjulikum, because you're doing partially of your heads and your feet, right? It would be arjulikum, but in
yeah,
the ayah it is
Jula.
arjulakum. So what does that mean? This feet goes to what? Not the masah,
Goes to the
because if
force.
it was a masah, it would be majrur, but it goes to the ghasl, it goes to the washing. Wujuhakum wa aydiyakum wa arjulakum. Interesting. I don't know if you understood what I just said.
Yeah, I don't know. I know there is different also recitation
Interpretations?
qira'ah.
Yes, yes, there are.
Is
We'll
there
talk
any
about that later. Yeah, we'll
qira'ah with
talk about
li?
that.
Oh,
We'll talk about that. Ilal ka'bain. Ka'b means your ankles. Okay? Ka'bain, your two ankles. Ilal ka'bain. Because every foot has two ankles, right? I
Mhm.
hope. Kind of.
yes.
Two ankles, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wa arjulakum ilal ka'bain. Did your mind just blow? I don't know. I don't know if it did or not.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
It was really, now you know why. Because now you know about the maf'ul bihi. Okay? I have a lecture on this that I can send you if you're interested to watch it.
Yes.
Not on the
Mhm.
grammar, but on the wudu, especially washing the feet. Now, there are recitations. There are different recitations. I think we've spoken about that. There are different recitations in which this is actually arjulikum
Oh,
also. And guess how our Shia brothers and sisters do the wudu?
oh, they
They
wipe.
do the masah of their feet. They don't wash their feet.
Oh, is that because they don't like Usman, so they don't follow the Usmani?
Yeah, they actually understand this word to be arjulikum. So it goes with the masah
Mm.
because of the beat. Okay, also this ayah supports what? If you're wearing khufs, if you're wearing socks, do we wash our feet with socks or do we do the masah on the socks?
Masa.
Yes. So that recitation, which is also Quran, it's an authentic recitation. When you have that recitation, it also supports the way Sunnis do wudu. When we're wearing socks, we do the masah. When we're not wearing socks, we do the ghusl. Isn't that beautiful?
Mhm.
So this ayah
Mhm.
applies to
I have a
both situations.
question. Assalamu
Yes.
alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
So the masa that we're discussing, when we wear socks, we do masa. That's not all the times. That's only in one condition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. The ayahs always do masah because they they don't accept the other recitations. They only accept arjulikum as the recitation. Okay.
But do you think
Mhm.
um I don't know. Do you think that's like pushing the interpretation, like to say that it also supports socks because
Maybe slightly, it pushes the interpretation, but
we
this
only do
is
masa on top
yeah,
and not the
but yeah,
bottom.
yeah, but it kind of does. 1 second. Let me pull up this ayah. This is ayah of Surat Ma'idah 6, right? Ayah 6 of Surat Ma'idah. Yes, ayah 6 of Surat Ma'idah. Ma'idah, ayah number 6. Uh, it has all of these recitations. I'm gonna
Mm.
show you something. Ah, look, the recitation of Ibn Kathir. What does it say?
Oh,
Yes,
Julicum.
it says Arjulikum.
They
Yes.
even highlighted
Yeah, of course. This is showing you the differences
the
between
different.
recitations.
Okay.
Yeah, look at this is Ibn Kathir again. Arjulikum. This is Abi Amr. Abi Amr is also Arjulikum. And Abi Amr Arjulikum. Ibn Amir is normal. Asim. Guess which recitation we read? Hafs an Asim. This is Shu'ba an Asim. This is a different recitation. We read Hafs an Asim. Khalaf an Hamza is also Arjulikum. Arjulikum Hamza. Kasai is normal. Kasai is normal. Abi Ja'far.
So most of them is
Kasra.
Julicum.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm trying to show you.
So we are following a minority opinion.
It's not necessarily minority.
No, yeah, I'm sure.
Minority recitations. Bazar Arjulikum. Bazar Arjulikum. You see? Fascinating.
Yes.
Hashim, what do you think?
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's just interesting. So so the students of knowledge and the scholars, this is the kind of stuff that they're super interested in. Okay, let's listen to the recitation of Al-Bazzi an Ibn Kathir. Okay, for example. I don't know if you can hear. If you can't hear it, let me know, okay?
Okay.
Can you hear?
No.
No.
No?
No.
Hold on. Let me see.
No.
Okay, beta. I'll try to fix it. Is there a way to share computer sound? Okay. Oh man, don't let me restart. Okay, let me try again and see if you can hear it now.
يا أيها
Can you
الذين
hear?
آمنوا إذا
Yes.
قمتم إلى الصلاة فاغسلوا وجوهكم وأيديكم إلى المرافق وامسحوا برؤوسكم وأرجلكم إلى الكعبين وإن كنتم
Got it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do a little bit of a let's do Hafs. Let's do Hafs, but of Shu'ba. Okay? The other student of Asim. So Asim had two students. Well, he had many students, of course, but we have the recitation from two of them. Hafs is one of them, and Shu'ba is the other one. So let's listen to Shu'ba.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا قمتم إلى الصلاة فاغسلوا وجوهكم وأيديكم إلى المرافق وامسحوا برؤوسكم وأرجلكم إلى الكعبين وإن كنتم جنبا.
And let's listen to the normal Hafs. Wait, I'm just gonna find it real quick. Hafs. This is the first one. This is the normal. This is what we read.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا قمتم إلى الصلاة فاغسلوا وجوهكم وأيديكم إلى المرافق وامسحوا برؤوسكم وأرجلكم إلى الكعبين
Yep.
وإن
All right. Hopefully that was interesting. Little tangent.
So this means the Prophet read it both ways.
Yes, correct.
Mhm.
Now you know why it's not a stretch to say it also
Yeah.
applies to the masa.
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
No? Did I just blow your mind or burst your bubble or something?
Yes, it was nice.
Okay. All right. Sister Rahat, welcome back. You were on vacation.
It was a sort of a vacation, but not vacation. Very short
Okay.
trip, 4 days, but
Okay.
alhamdulillah.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. Okay. So this is primarily what I wanted to kind of talk about. I know we've covered a lot of topics today, but there's still concepts. We haven't done any lessons. So what we learned is all the verbs have a file. Either the file is hidden or it's not hidden. ذهب, he went. He is hidden. But if I want to say uh, if I want to say Hamid went, I will say ذهب حامد. Hamidun. Okay, Hamid went. So I can fill in the blank of the hidden file. Then we learned that some actions, some verbs, they demand a object. Fataha Hamid. Hamid opened. Then you will naturally ask, what did he open? The door. Oh, that's an object. So Hamid opened the door, or Hamid opened a door. Fataha Hamidun baban. That bab, that object becomes marfu. Okay? That's what we learned. Then we also learned that we can take the object and make it a pronoun. For example, Hamid opened it, meaning the door. Fatahahu Hamidun. Hamid opened it. Fatahahu Hamidun. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay, then we also learned that the verbs normally, not normally, the ones we have been doing are all fatha, fatha, fatha. ذهب, قتل, ضرب, رجع, خرج, كسر, he broke, right? غسل, he washed, okay? But some verbs are fa'ila. The second letter is a kasra. Fa'ila, shariba, fahima, like that. Okay, alima, he learned. And there are some verbs that are fa'ula, and I can't think of an example right now. I'm sorry. Okay, so these are the three things we learned. Then we looked at the example of David and Goliath, the ayah of David and Goliath, which is ayah 2. Which one was it? 251, 261 of Surah Al-Baqarah, where we learned about the verbs, the actors, fa'il, and the objects, maf'ul bihi. And then we learned the ayah of wudu. Any questions before we end the class?
Yes. I know you
Hmm?
asked earlier about, you told us the boy asked his mom. Then you said he asked his mom. So
Hmm?
what's the Arabic for that?
He asked his mom.
Yeah, I think it was
Huwa,
sa'ala.
yes. Huwa sa'alaha.
Oh, who was sa'ala?
Yeah, it's very simple. Huwa
Oh, okay.
sa'ala.
Hmm.
Okay.
All right.
He asked his mom.